Wish you a very good morning to all my dear students. So, we will start today chapter number 3 in our mathematics, square and square roots. So, in your syllabus, this chapter is included. Even we will go for the chapter number 4 also. So, here I want to discuss some important terms, that is square and perfect square. So, my dear students, what is square? When you see in your textbook page number 48, a square of a number is the product of the number with the number itself. So, here the square of 2 we know that it is 4, square of 3 it is 9, square of 4 it is 16, square of 5 it is 25. So, that is called square. Square means multiplied number itself. Perfect square, when the exponent or the power of a natural number is 2, the number so obtained is called square number or perfect square. So, here suppose we can take example 1 square 1, 4, that is a square of 2 power 2, 9 is a perfect square of 3 power 2. So, like that we can easily identify square and perfect square. So, now we will go for exercise to find whether a number is perfect square or not, and some of the properties related to that square and perfect square. Even we will go for the Pythagorean triplets. So, Pythagorean triplets means that also I will let you know from exercise 3.2 and 3.1. So, first we will begin with exercise 3.1. So, chapter 3, squares and square roots. So, we are beginning our exercise 3.1. So, in this exercise we have to find out the following numbers are not perfect square. So, question number 1 is, so that the following numbers are not perfect square. My dear students, we know that the natural numbers ending with the digits 2, 3, 7 and 8 are not perfect square. So, this you have to remember. The last digit from the particular number, you have to see that the last digit is 2, 3, 7 and 8. If it is there, we consider them that number is non-perfect. Okay, so here 1, 54,473 ends with digit 3, so it is not perfect square. 8, second also end with 8, third end with 7 and fourth end with 2. So, therefore, all these numbers are not perfect square. Okay, so easy to understand. Now, next exercise, next question. What will be the units, digits of the squares of the following numbers? Here, if a number has 1 or 9 in the unit place, means last digit, then its square ends with 1. If the number has 4 or 6 in the unit place, then its squares end with 6. If the number has 3 or 7 in the unit place, its squares end with 9. Okay, so this you have to remember. So, first we can see 1234 ends with 4, so means it is square ends with 6. Second 9, the square ends with 1. Third 3 ends with 3, means square ends with 9. Understood? So, it is very easy, but this note we have to keep in our mind. Now, question number 3. Which of the following squares end with digit 1? So, digits, the units digits of the square of a number having digits at unit place as 1 or 9 is 1. So, therefore, we have 321 square and 549 square will have 1 as their units, because 37 square and 427 square, they are having unit different. So that is why 321 square and 549 square have 1 as their unit digits. So second and third have 1 as their unit digits. Question number 4. Determine whether the square of the following numbers are odd or even. So here last digit we have to see 2826 2826 being an even number, so will also be an even number. So last number we have to see 6, that is even number, 9, that is odd number, third 8, that is even number, 4 last digit is 4, that is even number. Now question number 5. How many natural numbers lie between the squares of the following numbers? First 25 and 26. There are, so here n square. So first between n square and n plus 1 square, therefore they are 2n non-perfect square numbers. So here first and second 25 square and 26 square, there are 2 into 25 means 50 natural numbers. Then between 19 square and 20 square, there are 2 into 19 means 38 natural numbers. Now last question in this exercise. Find the square of the following numbers without actual multiplication. So here one method there, 65 square, 95 square, 205 square. So here 6 into 7 hundreds, 6 into 7 plus 25, then 9 into 10, 100 plus 25, then 20 into 21, 100 plus 25. So here without multiplication we can get the square 6 into 7, 9 into 10 and 20 into 21. Okay, so you can say 65 means one number multiply with one additional number, 6 into 7, 100 into plus 25. So here 65 square, that is 4225, because 5 square is what, 25. So last we have to add 25. 95 square, 9025. 2005 square, 42025. Okay, now we'll come to the exercise 3.2. We must understand what is Pythagorean triplet. Suppose if A, B, C are the three numbers where C is greater than A and C is greater than B, therefore A square plus B square is equal to C square, then ABC is called Pythagorean triplets. Now here we need to understand, we'll take some of the examples. Example, if you see on page number 52, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 and 5, 12, 13 are the Pythagorean triplets, because 3 square 9 and 4 square 16, it make total 25. So that is why 3, 4, 5 it's a triplets. Now we will see the exercise. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose smallest number is 8. Now here we know that 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, this is one rule. 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. So here let us take 2m is 8. So m you will get 4. So m square minus 1, 4 square minus 1. So that 16 minus 1, 15 you will get. M square plus 1, 4 square plus 1, 16 plus 1 you will get 17. So hence here the smallest number of Pythagorean triplet we can consider as 8, 15, 17. Okay. Now here question number second. Find a Pythagorean triplet whose one number is 12. So here the same method we know that 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. So 2m is equal to 12. Okay, so consider this number 2m is equal to 12. So m value will get 6. Then we'll keep m value into m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So 6 square minus 1 that is 36 minus 1 35. 6 square plus 1 36 plus 1 that is 37. So therefore the Pythagorean triplets are 12, 35, 37. Third number. One number of Pythagorean triplet is 18. Find other two members of the triplet. Method is same. We know that 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now keeping 18 in the first 2m is equal to 18, m will get 9, then we'll keep the value here. So we'll get an 80 and 82. So here 18, 80 and 82 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now last question in this exercise 3.2. Is 10, 24 and 26 a Pythagorean triplet? Here if a, b, c are the three numbers where c is greater than a and b such that a square plus b square is equal to c square, then a, b, c is called Pythagorean triplet. So last we can take 26 square 676, 10 square plus 24 square, 10 square plus 24 square. So 100 plus 576 that is 676. So therefore 26 square is equal to 10 square plus 24 square, that become 676. So here we can say that 10, 24 and 26 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now you will see exercise 3.3. So that also will continue. So here what would be the possible ones digit of the square root of each of the following natural numbers? Page number 55 I am talking about. So first is 6561. So ones digit is 1. So the possible ones digit of the square root may be 1 or 9. Then second 24,336. So one digit is 6. So possible digit of the square root may be 4 or 6. Third 16,129. So one digit is 9, therefore it may be 3 or 7. And last, if 1,60,801, the last digit is 1, so the square root may be 1 or 9. Now come to the question number second. Without doing any calculation, find out the numbers which are not perfect square. Question number second. So here we have to see the last digit. As we know that if last digit having 2, 3, 7 and 2, 3, 5 and 7 number at the end, that we consider as non-perfect square. So first is non-perfect square, last digit is 7. Unit digit 608 is 8. It is not a perfect square. 0 is not a perfect square, and 16,900 it may be perfect square. So here we have to see the last digit. Sorry for correction. Here 780. Okay. So the last digit we have to see. If it is 7, 8 or 0, it is not perfect square. Now come to the question number 3. Find the square root by prime factorization method. It is prime factorization method. First question number 3 I am talking about. Find the square root of the following by repeated subtraction method. Repeated subtraction method. So first 144. So here we will take all odd numbers. All odd numbers. 144 minus 1, 143. 143 minus 3 means all odd numbers will be subtract from the product. 144 minus 1, so that is 143. Now 143 minus 3, 140, then 5. So okay, so at the end when you do come to the end up to 23, so you will get 0. So we have performed subtraction 12 times, hence 100 square root of 144 is 12. So understood? Here how many times we are subtracting, the number will come, that number is the square root. Square root of 144 is 12. The same way we have to do remaining also. So we have to remember, we have to subtract with the odd numbers. Here 17 times subtraction, so square root of 289 is 17. The same way we can do in the third also, 169. How many times? 13 times. Now question number 4. Find the square root by prime factorization method. So here prime factorization method we have to do 676. So it multiply with 2. So 338 will come. Now 338 again multiply with 2. So 169 will come. 169 is a square root of 13. So 13. So therefore 2 into 2 and 13 into 13. So it will be 26. The square root of 676 is 26. The same way we can do remaining also. Okay. So here we have to do double the number. Okay, double 2 times. Here 32 answer will come in second. Third answer is 165. Fourth answer is 88, and fifth answer is 98. Sixth answer is here 15,625. So it will be 125. Then 7 number you will get, that is 625. 8 number that you will get as 99. And last question now, question number 5. For each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number with which it should be multiplied so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the square number, so obtain. So here 252. Now we need to see that whether the number is multiplied by the number itself 2 times or not. So here you can say 252. If you do LCM, so 2 into 2, 3 into 3 and 7 is unpaired. So number is left unpaired. So if multiply by 7, it will be perfect square. So therefore again it will multiply 2 into 2. So one time we can consider 2, 3 and 7. So answer is 42. So up to here we will stop, and remaining exercise we will continue in our coming video. So all students are requested see the exercise from chapter number 3, and most important thing, prepare the question bank, which is important for your yearly examination. Thank you. Have a nice day.